What's up everyone, Arctic here, and today I wanted to show you guys some Dust 514 gameplay. I've playing it over the weekend in preparation for my AverMedia Game Capture HD2 review that'll be out sometime this week. That's kind of why I haven't posted that many videos since Frag Logic up to now. I've been messing around with this thing and getting my review stuff all squared away. So Dust 514 is the very first free-to-play game I've ever played on PlayStation 3. You can download it right now. I think it's like almost 3 gigs. Took me like 15 minutes or so to download it, and I was playing in about half an hour or so after you download it. Then it has to do the install, and then you go through your setup process, and then I finally got myself into a game. So I'd say the total time there was about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more, to sit down and play. So this game came out, I want to say, in spring of 2013. I don't remember the exact time frame. April or May sounds about right to me. And you know, I kind of loosely followed the game. I have been following a lot of free-to-play games here lately, specifically for PC, but Dust 514 caught my attention because it was on the PlayStation. And it kind of reminded me at the time of like PlanetSide 2 in terms of the look, some of the character model stuff, all that. Like the feel of the IP reminded me a lot of PlanetSide 2. And once I actually played it, it didn't feel quite as expansive as PlanetSide 2, but I was pretty much right on the head with that, with how the game kind of looks, the IP of it. But it seems like it's more of a cross between PlanetSide 2 and Resistance. Now, the visual fidelity, the quality of the game doesn't look that impressive, so I can't really make comparisons there with PlanetSide 2, but there is a sense of, man, this game is very big. There's a lot of ground to cover, and so that, in that regard, it kind of reminded me of PlanetSide 2, and the whole choosing factions. I don't know how many there are total. I think 4, and I don't remember which one I chose. Started with a G, Galian or something like that. And the actual gameplay, once you get into a map, it reminded me of Resistance, just because of maybe the shooting about it made it seem like Resistance. But it's 16 versus 16, and the maps are so big. Sometimes you feel like, unless you're in vehicles, that you're just walking around for long periods of time. And I didn't want to mess with any vehicles because I was worried that some of the existing players would be like, damn, this dude cannot drive. So most of the time I was spawning on players that drop like spawn points, and every once in a while I'd hop in a passenger seat with someone playing. But visually the game looks okay. The map sizes are rather big. The whole gameplay aspect of it feels very much like a cross between PS2 and Resistance. Now, the actual controls and how the game feels, not stellar. I felt like it was okay, and I don't know if it was just because I don't like the PlayStation controller, PlayStation 3 DualShock controller for shooters, or that the actual like game itself is kind of clunky. It seemed like it was like a combination of both. I found myself to consistently be like either overshooting when I was trying to, you know, precisely aim, so I turned my sensitivity down, and then it felt like it was going too slow. So there was like no precision in how I could really fine-tune my shooting experience. So everything felt kind of like you're dragging too far, you're dragging too slow. And there wasn't really a sense of I'm in control. So that was the only gameplay thing that really bothered me with in terms of the rifles. Now, the guns themselves, they feel pretty good. One of the things I noticed about the game is that if you're taking damage, it's kind of hard to tell when you're going to die. And I don't know if it's just a perception thing, or something where it's like, oh man, I'm new to this game, this guy is shooting at me, or what, but I felt myself kind of just zoning in on my health bar a lot. So it was hard to tell when I was being hit. It was also hard to tell what I was being hit by, and I don't know if it's a combination of what they chose to use for particle effects, or if it was that the UI and the audio feedback that you get wasn't quite there. I'm not sure what it was. A combination of those things kind of made it difficult to tell when I was going to die based on the damage I took. Now, when I was shooting other people, For the most part, it felt pretty solid. I can tell what I was dealing damage. People were dying. The only thing that was again bothering me was the precision and controls. Is like if I wasn't on someone, I could never quite track them, and it was very, very difficult with the sniper. I don't know how anyone is sniping in this game. I did manage to get off a few sweet shots, but you have to, like, there's no, at least from what I could tell, there's no way to steady the sniper. So if you're walking or if you're just standing, the sniper sway is just ridiculous. So you have to kneel, and once you kneel, your turning speed changes. So on top of kneeling, your turning speed then changes, and it's just hard to adjust to that type of play. Now the automatic rifles felt okay. The pistol is awesome. Actually reminded me of the Halo CE pistol, just because of how it's like a Magnum, how damage dealing it is, and I think you can like 2-shot headshot people depending on their class, which is a whole nother thing I probably won't really get into in this video because I haven't had enough time under my belt to really delve into that. But overall, I really was surprised by the number of players in there. There seems like there's a lot of depth to it. There's an expansive, robust leveling and upgrade system, which you would kind of expect from a free-to-play game. And there's whole like skill points and tech trees and all types of stuff in there that should have people very interested in for a very long time. Now, I don't know how many of my subscribers actually play this game. Again, I was just using this as a way to test the Game Capture HD2. I'll also have some other gameplay from like Little Big Planet and probably Uncharted on there as well, just to show off some different options. So again, this is kind of talking about Dust 514, but it's more of a precursor and just showing some gameplay using the Game Capture HD2 from AverMedia. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until the next time, I will catch you guys later. Peace.